guys, it's Brittany. So today I'm going to do a movie review on Arachnophobia. So Arachnophobia came out in 1990, directed by Frank Marshall, and it stars with Jeff Daniels as the main character in the movie. So Jeff Daniels' character, Dr. Ross Jennings, he and his family moved to, I believe it was, I can't remember the place at the moment, but he and his family have moved away from San Francisco. So when they moved to the country, to the countryside, um, he and his family had to move to this different house, of course, but they had a barn that came with the house, and so he, Dr. Ross Jennings had a hard time to at least get a job as a doctor there since they just moved there because the doctor who is still there, he did not want to give up his position. He did not want to give up his job for Jeff Daniels' character. So he's having a hard time to get a job there as a doctor. And his family is just barely getting things situated in at the house. And so yeah, they have a wine cellar, I believe underneath the house it was. And so yeah, let's just say things are pretty much going fine until the deadly spider that came from Venezuela arrives there. And because these group of guys in the beginning, they went to Venezuela, and when they came back, they didn't know that this deadly spider traveled along with him. But what they also didn't know until later is that when a third crew died from this terrible spider bite, they didn't know until later that yeah, the spider even went along with them and crawled into the casket where the guy was laying dead and just continued to keep, well, sucking the blood out of him. Pretty much drained it out of his body. Ugh. So disturbing. So later when they arrived back where they were, yeah, they found out that didn't he looked completely different, that he looked drained, which he was because of that spider. So yeah, things just go wrong from there when the spider just causes trouble. And of course, Jeff Daniels' character, Dr. Russ Jennings, he has a terrible fear of spiders, which is arachnophobia. I have that too. So anyway, um, so yeah, he just has that terrible fear of spiders, and he cannot stand to be near them or just see the side of them. And so yeah, these do go completely wrong from there. And of course, as you can see, now what I really do like about arachnophobia, now I do like the funny parts in it, where some of the characters say something and it's just funny. I do like those parts, and I also like how, well, I do like the performances, like the actors' performances. Like, I really do like that. But what I don't like arachnophobia is the spiders. Is where they show the spiders, where what they're doing, and of course when they see where the spider's at, you're thinking like, no, 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 don't do that. Because the spider's there. But of course, the characters in the movie don't know that because they continue doing what they're gonna do, and they don't know that if there's spiders there with them, that they're gonna die the moment the spider bites them. So, well, it just happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this, that these are the parts that that I do like, is that, like I said, I do like the funny parts and the parts where I'm watching the performances. Like I really do. But here are the parts I don't like in a movie, is where, okay, like in the shower scene. Okay, so of course when this girl is, taking a shower, and all of a sudden you see this spider. I believe it's a jumping spider, and it's like crawling on the, shower rod, where, of course, it's near the shower. Whew, and it jumps on her, but she doesn't feel that. She doesn't feel it the moment it jumps on her. And so she just continues taking her shower, but she has her eyes closed. But with me, I'm thinking, if I was in that situation, you know, I would not close my eyes. Like, I would have my eyes open at all times just because I don't want anything to land on me. Like, especially whether if I'm in the shower or not. So, to me, I think it's just a bad idea to have your eyes closed in a shower, because it's like, well, what if something's there with you? Like a bug. Like, how would you be able to know if it's there or not? So, for her to at least not feel it the moment it jumps on her, it's like, what? How can she not feel that? So, the moment I think is still on her, and the moment she looks down, she's screaming, and it just washes off of her, but it goes down the shower drain. And of course, her dad comes in, saying like, "What's wrong?" And she's screaming, and oh, gosh. So yeah, that part is scary, because it's like it kind of makes you think, okay, no matter what I'm gonna do, whether if I'm gonna take a shower, or whether I'm gonna go outside, or let's say if I'm gonna go downstairs to the kitchen to get something to eat, like keep your eyes open at all times, because you don't know, and there might be a spider around you in that room, like if it's on the wall, on the ceiling, or just somewhere. So that is scary. And yeah, I don't like that scene. Like, ugh, how could she not feel that? So another part I don't like is, well, believe me, there are a lot of parts in Arachnophobia I don't like. Especially because when they show the spider, it's funny, because when they show the parts where the actors are acting, like how they're playing their characters, it's like I feel fine. I feel fine. But the moment they show a spider, like any spider during the movie, I freak out. Like, ugh, I can't handle it. I really can't. So, yeah. So, yeah, I have to say the cast is really good. I love the performances. It's just really good. I have to say, Jeff Daniels, he did a really good job playing his character. Now, I don't know whether, because this has got me thinking about it, because whether, like, before he did the movie and after he did the movie, I'm not sure in real life if Jeff Daniels probably did or didn't have that fear of arachnophobia. Like, I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure that's something he probably still has after he did that movie, after it came out in 1990. Or I'm not sure if it's something he had before or not. I mean, I don't know. But it's something I can relate to, and it's something I know probably other people can relate to who are afraid of spiders. Believe me, there's nothing wrong with being afraid of things that are terrifying looking. Let me just say that. Um, so yeah, I like how I do like the story of the movie. I like the cast. I like the performances. But the only thing I do not like, because it just scares me, as you can tell, probably, that, well, I think in other words, I don't like the spiders performances. Just because with the oh jeez, it sounds so funny to say, but kind of weird at the same time. But with the spiders performances, in other words, it's terrifying. Like it really is. I don't know what else to say about that, but it's just so terrifying to watch. It's like you just want to cover your eyes. It makes you feel like you just want to like get out of the room and go somewhere else, or maybe so terrified to the fact that maybe you just want to, go to your room, go to your bed and cover yourself with a blanket. Um, yeah, to me that's terrifying. And I've seen this movie as a young child, which I know, bad idea. Bad idea to watch that movie as a young kid. But to be honest, I did watch it, but I didn't watch it like a lot, like I would with Jurassic Park, because that's my favorite, and spiders aren't. So, because I have watched it maybe a few times, maybe probably when I was young, I it scared me a lot. It still scares me when I watch it. Now, they did use some real spiders in the movie, and I can't tell which one's real and which ones are robotic. I'm guessing probably when it comes to big ones that maybe one of them was robotic. I'm not sure really, because this was before CGI came out, and yeah, way before CGI. Because if you remember this, that actually it was Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was the first CGI movie to ever came out. So yeah, this was way before CGI. So yeah, it's just terrifying. It really is. But yeah, I have to say, like I said, I do like the movie. I mean, it's not something I would watch daily. I wouldn't. Oh my gosh, that would be terrible. Honestly, it would. Like, no. But this is something I have to say. Arachnophobia is the kind of movie I would watch probably when I want to, but then again, maybe not really. I think, to be honest, I think Arachnophobia would be something I would definitely would want to watch, like maybe at least a week or 2 weeks before Halloween. Yeah, to me personally, I think Arachnophobia is just the kind of movie that you watch either on Halloween or just sometime way before Halloween, but it's in October. Like, that's just me though. And yeah, like I said, other than that, I do like the story. I really like the cast and their performances, the actors' performances, but I don't like the spiders' performances because their performances are terrifying. They terrify me. So yeah, they get no credit from this. They get nothing out of this. What they get is maybe I'm gonna leave them a comment on their performances. Like, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna say anything good about you or your performances in Arachnophobia because guess what? You terrify me so much no matter what you do, whether if you crawl, jump, hiss, no matter it's what you do that you do as a spider, you just terrify me no matter what. Even the sight of you just terrifies me. Like get out of my way, get out of my sight. I'd rather just get away and scream and go somewhere safe where I'm far away from you. So that's the only thing I'll probably say about the spiders' performances in Arachnophobia. Yeah, they get nothing good. They get nothing. They get no compliments. No, no. I think they what they get is just me saying that how I just want to be away. Okay. So yeah. So for me to rate on Arachnophobia, I would definitely have to say maybe 2 out of 4 stars. Let me think on this. I would definitely say 6 out of 10, and I would definitely have to say um maybe at least 67% around there. And I would definitely have to say because it is, believe me, it is a good movie. But I have to say for the grading of it, I would have to say I would have to probably give it a B. So that's all for this movie review on Arachnophobia. And yes, I will be doing more movie reviews on other movies, like movies on those that are my favorite, those that I probably have seen the first time and I just want to review it. So yes, I will do that no matter what movie it is, whether if it's something I've watched before many times or if it's something that I have seen only once, like my first time watching it. No matter what it is, I will watch. No, I'm sorry. I will do a movie review on movies that I want to review on. So that's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.